Hello, my friends. Welcome to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. Kurt Berglund is on assignment, so I'm sitting in for him tonight. My name is Kurt Berglund. You know, anybody on YouTube can bring you the teams that were the all-time greats. Anybody can bring you the greatest of any individual season. They can bring you a World Series replay. But tonight on Sunday Night Baseball, I'm bringing you bad baseball. It's a regular feature on my channel that features not the greats, not even the mediocre, but the worst that baseball has to offer. Now, this is not a regular feature on my channel because I search high and low for matchups that are good enough to be on bad baseball. Tonight I'm back, and I think I've got one that's a keeper. It's the 1982 Mets. George Bamberger's first year, fresh off the firing of Joe Torre at the end of the 1981 season, the Mets decided to turn over a new leaf and try and develop a pitching staff. And they made a number of trades and free agent acquisitions for the 1982 season that told me one thing. For whatever reason, the New York Mets believed they could win in 1982, and they assembled a lineup that they thought could do it. Instead, what they got was a record of 65-97, bringing up the rear in the National League Eastern Division. It was ugly. They are visiting Milwaukee's County Stadium for a battle, if that's the word I'm looking for, with the 1976 Milwaukee Brewers. Now, the 1976 Milwaukee Brewers were in year one of the Alex Grammas regime, and it was not a pleasant picture. The Del Crandall years ended badly at the end of 1975, and the Brewers were looking for new and a winning tradition in their new leadership. Alex Grammas, the third base coach for the world champion 1975 Cincinnati Reds, was considered the man to get the job done. Well, he wasn't. And in fact, 1977 was only a fraction better than 1976 was. 76 might be the worst year in the history of the Brewer franchise, and that is saying a lot. That's even including the Davy Lopes, Jerry Royster regime. That's even including the depths of the Phil Garner years, and yes, that's including 1984 with Rene Latchman. This is quite a ball club. So, we've got the 82 Mets at the 76 Milwaukee Brewers. Let's get to the starting lineups and enjoy some bad baseball. For the visiting New York Mets, leading off in center field, it's Mookie Wilson. Batting second at second base, Wally Backman. Batting third in left field, it's George Foster. Batting fourth at first base, Dave Kingman. Batting fifth, I can count. Remember, my friends, there are three kinds of people in the world: those that can do math and those that cannot. It's Ellis Valentine batting fifth in right field. Hubie Brooks will bat sixth and play third base. Rusty Stahl will bat seventh. He's the DH today. John Stearns will bat eighth and do the catching, and Ron Gardenhire will bat ninth and play shortstop. On the mound for the 1982 New York Mets, it's Charlie Puleo. Now, it wouldn't be fair to call Charlie Puleo the ace of the staff. In fact, it wouldn't even be nice to call Charlie Puleo the ace of the staff. But he had a 4.47 ERA. He started 24 games. He relieved in 12. He had a 9-9 record in 171 innings of work. All right. The homestanding Milwaukee Brewers go like this. Leading off at third base, it's Don Money. Batting second at shortstop, Robin Yount. Batting third at first base, George Scott. Batting fourth, the DH, Hank Aaron. Batting fifth, the catcher, Darrell Porter. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Sixto Lezcano. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Bernie Carbo. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Von Joshua. And batting ninth, second baseman, Gary Sutherland. On the mound, it's the man they called Eduardo Rodriguez. Now, Eduardo Rodriguez was not a terrible pitcher. In 1976, however, he had 12 starts, 33 relief appearances, 136 innings. He struck out 77. He walked 65. He had a record of 5-13 with a 3.64 ERA. The 1976 Brewers were 66-95. So we have a pair of right-handers going at each other in this game today. All right, so with all of that said, I think we are ready to get rolling. We are using Replay Classic as our sim engine for bad baseball. And we have Mookie Wilson stepping in against Eduardo Rodriguez. And the first pitch of the game is a fly ball towards Sixto Lezcano in right field. He's under it for out number one, and we are underway in Sunday Night Baseball, bad baseball. Rodriguez winds and delivers to Wally Backman. This is grounded to Yount at short. And Robin boots it off the heel of his glove. Backman's going to be safe on the E6. Yes, there we go. Bad baseball. Rodriguez the stretch and the delivery to big George Foster. That is struck him out. Two gone in the Mets first, and now Kong, Dave Kingman. I want you to appreciate what the Kong did in 1982. A 204 average, 37 homers, 109 hits, 9 doubles. He hit 204, a full season of play, 109 hits, 37 dongs, and 9 doubles. 9, not 10, 9. The pitch to Kingman is ball 4. So there's 2 on now with 2 outs for Ellis Valentine. You knew him, you loved him with the Montreal Expos. Rodriguez the stretch and the delivery is a line shot snagged by Yount, and that will end the Mets first. So they put 2 on, but in the tradition of bad baseball, they cannot deliver. So we go to the Brewers in the bottom half of inning number 1. It'll be Money, Yount, and Scott against the aforementioned Charlie Puleo. He winds and deals to Money. Line drive, base hit for Money, and he's aboard to start the Brewer first inning. Robin Yount coming to the plate. Puleo the stretch and the delivery to Rockin' Robin. Struck him out. 1 gone in the bottom of the first. Now it's the boomer, George Scott. Puleo the stretch, looks at Money, and delivers. Grounded to Wally Backman. Backman is a 3. And that's popped up. under it is Wally Backman, and he'll make the grab on the infield dirt, and that'll bring up Aaron with money still at first base. Puleo the stretch, and the delivery to Aaron is a base hit. Right center field, Mookie's got to go get it. Around second goes Money. He's heading for third, and there's Brewers at the corners with 2 outs. It'll be Porter, Darryl Porter coming to the plate. Chance to get on the board, but it's bad baseball, so anything can happen. Pitch from Puleo. He hit him. He dotted Darryl Porter with a pitch, and the Brewers are now with a bases loaded situation, and Sixto Lizcano at the plate. Puleo in a first inning jam, but there are 2 outs. The pitch to Lizcano. Hey, struck him out. Both teams get runners on. Both teams fail to deliver. We go to the bottom. the top of inning number 2. And we have no score. We might be here a while, my friends. All right, so the Mets have Hubie Brooks, Rusty Staub, and John Stearns coming to the plate in inning number 2. Hubie Brooks digs in against Eduardo Rodriguez. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. Number 2 for Rodriguez. 1 gone in the second. La Grande Orange. Staub comes to the plate. That's ball 4. So 1 out and 1 on as Staub trots down to first base. We're going to be here a while he does that. And John Stearns comes up. Rodriguez the stretch, and the delivery is ball 4. 2 walks in the Mets second. 3 in the game so far for Rodriguez, and that'll bring up Ron Gardenhire. Rodriguez the stretch, the delivery to Gardenhire. Hey, struck him out. 2 gone now, and it's Mookie. Mookie's 0 for 1. Runners being left on all over the base paths. The pitch to Mookie is wait a minute. Rodriguez makes the flip to George Scott to retire the Mets in inning number 2. The Mets have left 4 on in the first 2 innings. And that's a hallmark of bad baseball, my friends. It's not just stupid base running. It's not just the errors. It's the runners left in scoring position. So we go to the bottom of the second. We still have no score. Bottom third of the Milwaukee Brewers order coming up. Bernie Carbo, Von Joshua, and Gary Sutherland. That just screams Murderer's Row to me. Puleo winds and deals to Carbo. And it's going to be a looper toward right field. Charging is Valentine, and he's making the catch. 1 down. Ellis Valentine with a nice play, and here comes Von Joshua. Puleo winds and deals to the Brewers center fielder. Base hit. Joshua back through the box. He's on now. That'll bring up Sutherland. And Alex Graham is flashing a series of signs. Are the Brewers up to something? Well, we're going to have to wait and see. Okay. So, Puleo to the stretch. He checks Von Joshua at first base. And the delivery home. There goes Joshua. Sutherland Okay, so we got the black die in the pitcher's card is a 1. We got the 5, that's a 13. Hey, struck him out. Stearns, he missed the pitch. Stearns throw down to Ron Gardenhire. Let's see what Stearns' number is. He is a 3, and that's gonna be in there under the tag by Gardenhire. Joshua steals second. Sutherland is gone on strikes. That's Puleo's second. There's 2 outs now. But Joshua's run himself into scoring position for Don Money. Money's 1 for 1. Puleo the stretch and the delivery. This is hit to Wally Backman. He flips to Dave Kingman for out number 3, and we are scoreless after 2. So the Brewers have left 4 in the first 2 innings, and the Mets have left 4 in the first 2 innings. That, my friends, is what we call bad baseball. Now it's Backman, Foster, and Kingman in inning number 3. Pitch to Wally. Hit on the ground to Gary Sutherland. He's up with it and throws to George Scott for out number 1. Big George Foster struck out in the first inning. Mets still don't have a hit. The pitch from Rodriguez is a base hit. That took care of that. A hit for Foster. He's on with a single. Coming to the plate now is Kingman, who walked in the first. 1 out, 1 on for New York. The pitch to Kong is going to be trouble. This is to Yount. Yount is a 3. That's a 14. Yount just threw it into right field over the head of Gary Sutherland. Foster continues to third base. Kingman is going to, if this is the word I'm looking for, hustle into second base. Lascano retrieves the ball and throws it back in to Porter at home. And there's Mets on second and third with 1 out in the top of the 3rd. Yes, this is bad baseball. 2 errors on Robin Yount so far in just 2 1/3 innings. Ellis Valentine 0 for 1. Rodriguez the stretch and the delivery to Valentine. The infield is going to play in at the corners, back up the middle. And this is grounded to Gary Sutherland. So he will glove it and throw to Scott for the out at first. Foster scores from third. Kingman advances to third. It's 1-0 Mets. And with 2 outs, it's Hubie Brooks. Rodriguez sets and delivers to Brooks. Ground ball, Yount again. And it's off his glove. Are they going to charge Robin with a 3rd error? Home comes Kingman. It's 2-0 Mets. Brooks gets to first base safely. They're going to give him a single, a charitable single. 2-0 Mets with Brooks at first and Staub at the plate. 2 down. The pitch from Rodriguez is, hey, base hit. Base hit. Brooks will stop at second. There's 2 on. And now it's Stearns at the plate. Mets can bury the Brewers. Rodriguez the stretch. The delivery is hit on the ground to Yount. He's going to glove it and flip to Sutherland, and that will retire the Mets in inning number 3. But they get 2 on 3 hits and an error. The runs are not earned, but the runs do count. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's 2-0 Mets. But the thing about bad baseball, my friends, is that just as quickly as leads are gained, they can be surrendered. So let's see if the Mets' lack of fundamental play rears its ugly head in this inning. Yount, Scott, and Aaron, 3 righties against Puleo. Charlie winds and deals. That's hit in the air to left. George Foster ambling after this one, and there's one gone. Now it's George Scott. Puleo winds and deals to the boomer. Hey, struck him out. Number 3 for Puleo. Hank Aaron's 1 for 1. He's up there now with 2 outs. Puleo winds and delivers. Ground ball to Wally Backman. To his left, Kingman went to his right. So Backman's going to throw to Puleo covering first, and that will retire Aaron by about 14 steps. We have completed 3 innings of bad baseball, and the 82 Mets are leading the 76 Brewers by a score of 2-0. Gardenhire, Wilson, and Backman, 9-1-2, are coming up in the Mets' 4th. Pitch to Gardy is hit in the air to center field. Von Joshua into left center a few steps and puts it away for out number 1. Mookie Wilson up. The pitch from Rodriguez. Hey, struck him out. Two gone. That's strikeout number 4 for Rodriguez. Nobody aboard for Wally Backman. On deck is George Foster. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. Number 5 for Rodriguez in just 4 innings. After 3.5, it's the Mets 2, the Brewers nothing, in a matchup of truly awful teams. Porter, Lescano, and Carbo coming up in the Brewers' 4th inning. Porter was hit by a pitch in his first time up, and this time, hey, struck him out. Number 4 for Puleo. Lescano up. He struck out in the first. Puleo's delivery, hey, struck him out. Number 5, he's matched his counterpart, Rodriguez, and here comes Carbo, fully capable of giving him the lead in the strikeout category. Look at Puleo, though, 7 in a row retired. The pitch to Bernie is a looping fly ball to right. Coming on is Ellis Valentine one more time, and he's going to get there to make the catch. 8 in a row retired for Puleo. We've played 4 complete. And the 82 Mets are leading this derby of the awfulness by a score of 2-0. Foster, Kingman, and Valentine, that apparently the Mets leadership believed would be a formidable middle of the lineup in 1982, and it just didn't work out that way. They're up in the top of the 5th. Pitch from Rodriguez. Hit on the ground to Robin Yount. He's up with this one and throws to George Scott for out number 1. Dave Kingman coming to the plate now. Kong is 0 for 1. He reached on a Yount error in the 3rd. Pitch from Rodriguez is ball 4. He draws his 2nd walk of the day. 1 out, 1 on for the Mets. Rodriguez has walked 4, struck out 5, allowed 2 runs, but neither earned in his 4 1/3 innings of work. Ellis Valentine up. Pitch from Rodriguez is hit in the air to short right. Coming on is Sixto Lescano, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Hubie Brooks with 2 outs, and Kong still at first. Rodriguez, the stretch, and the delivery. It's a base hit. Base hit for Brooks. Kong strolls to second base, and there's 2 on with 2 down now, but Rusty Staub with a clutch hit may be able to deliver Kong from second base and the 3rd Mets run of the game. So Rodriguez has to be careful. The pitch to Rusty is a ground ball to the left of Gary Sutherland. He's over for it and throws to George Scott, and that will retire the Mets in inning number 5. We're halfway through this one, and the Mets are leading 2-0. In the Brewer 5th, it's Joshua, Sutherland, and Money. 8-9-1 coming up. Joshua singled. He has one of the Brewers' 3 hits. The pitch, he singled back in the 2nd. Hit on the ground to Wally Backman. He's up with it and throws to Dave Kingman for out number 1. Puleo has now retired 9 in a row. Gary Sutherland up now. Gary's 0 for 1. The pitch from Puleo is hit to right and deep. Ellis Valentine, warning track, but no further. He makes the catch for out number 2. And now Don Money comes to the plate. 1 for 2. Is a 40 in column 3. And that's going to be a a 40, excuse me. That's going to be strike 3 swinging on a Charlie Puleo bender. Charlie with 6 strikeouts now. The Brewers with 11 in a row retired by Puleo. And we go to the 6th. Puleo is throwing a 3-hitter. It's 2-0 Mets in bad baseball on a Sunday night baseball that you're not going to forget anytime soon. Stearns, Gardenhire, and Wilson, 8-9-1 coming. This is replay classic baseball. Rodriguez winds and delivers to John Stearns, and that's a base hit for the Mets catcher. And he was actually a threat to steal. So they might put some kind of a play on here. The Brewer bullpen is going to get going because the last thing you want to do is lose at bad baseball. Bill Castro and Ray Sadecki, lefty-righty double-barreled action in the Brewer bullpen, just the way I like it. And Gardenhire comes to the plate. All right. Rodriguez the stretch, the delivery to Gardy. There goes the runner, John Stearns. So we have a 1 on Rodriguez. We have an 11. That's a 12. And he missed the pitch. He missed the pitch. He swung right through that one. Darrell Porter, his throw down to second base to get the Stearns attempt to steal. And Porter shoots him down. The tag applied by Gary Sutherland. It's a 2-4 caught stealing on the busted hit and run play. Yes, my friends, this is bad baseball. Gardenhire is behind that on the count, 0-1 now. Rodriguez pitch. Ground ball, Gary Sutherland heading up the middle. Cuts it off, plants, and throws to George Scott for out number 2. Look at the streak, Rodriguez. Oh, never mind. Mookie Wilson 0 for 3. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. And Eduardo Rodriguez has 6 strikeouts on the evening. We've played 5.5 with your score. Mets 2, Brewers nothing. Bottom of the 6th coming. It's Yount, it's Scott, it's Aaron. A trio of righties against Charlie Puleo. The pitch to Rockin' Robin Yount. Hit to center and deep. This is going to get over Mookie's head. He's going to one-hop the wall. Around first base goes Yount on his way to second. Mookie throws it toward the infield, but Robin's got a leadoff double in the bottom of the 6th. That will have the interesting effect of bringing the tying run to the plate in George Scott. So let's do a little organizational work here. and get ready to create some room on the old scorecard. Here we go. All right, so 2-0 Mets. Scott at the plate. Nobody out. Bottom of the 6th. Aaron on deck. The pitch from Puleo is grounded to Dave Kingman. Kingman will collect it and go step on first while Yount moves to third, and there's now 1 out. Mets infield is going to play back, conceding the run should Aaron make contact. Puleo the stretch. Henry is 1 for 2. The pitch is a 45 in column 3. Line shot right at Ron Gardenhire, who gloves it, and Yount cannot advance, of course. Why? Because it's bad baseball. And now Darrell Porter is the last chance in the 6th for the Brewers. Puleo the stretch and the delivery. Hey, struck him out. Number 7 for Charlie ends the Brewers 6th. The leadoff double by Yount goes to waste. And we're going to the 7th with your score, Mets 2, Brewers nothing, in really, really, really bad baseball. Eduardo Rodriguez now flips to his B side, and that means, of course, we're going to get to hear songs like Border Song from Elton John. Wally Backman, George Foster, Dave Kingman, 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up in the Mets 7th. Pitch from Eduardo is an 8, popped him up. Drifting into foul territory, it's Gary Sutherland, and he takes it for out number 1. Foster's 1 for 3, nobody aboard. Rodriguez winds and deals. And this is hit to right and deep, driving Lescano back toward the track, on the track, makes the catch. 2 down in the 7th. For Dave Kong Kingman. Rodriguez winds and deals. Hit in the air to right, toward the line. Lescano on the run. He gets there. 4 out, number 3. So Rodriguez has gone 7 innings and not allowed any earned runs, but he's in line for the loss because he gave up 2 unearned ones. In the 3rd, it's Mets 2, Brewers nothing. Time to stretch them out at County Stadium. Lescano, Carbo, and Joshua, righty, lefty, lefty in the Brewers 7th. Puleo winds and deals. He's throwing a 4-hitter. Hey, struck him out. Number 8 for Charlie. 1 gone. Now it's Carbo. World Series hero to backup outfielder on a last place team. Pitch to Bernie. Ground ball. Wally Backman gloves it, throws to Kingman, and there's 2 away in the 7th. And now Von Joshua. He's 1 for 2. Pitch to Von is going to be trouble because Kingman is wearing a glove just to keep his hand warm. That's right. It's going to be an E3. Yep. And Joshua's on the 1-base error as the ball hits Kingman in a really bad spot, right in the webbing of the glove. Here comes Sutherland. We're in the 7th. I don't like to pinch hit in the 7th. So I guess we won't. Puleo, the stretch, and the delivery is a popped him up. It's a pop-up. 32. And that's Backman, and that will retire the side. Brewers leave one after 7 complete. Your score is Mets 2, Brewers nothing in bad baseball. Rodriguez back out for inning number 8. Brewers bullpen is cooking with Frisella, the short man / closer, and Ray Sadecki throwing here in the 8th. Should Rodriguez need assistance? Ellis Valentine is 0 for 3. He has driven in a run. Rodriguez winds and deals. Ground ball single heading for left field, knocked down by Money, but he can't make a play, and Valentine reaches on an infield hit. Hubie Brooks, 2 for 3, comes to the plate. Alex Grammas pacing in the Brewer dugout for no discernible reason. The pitch to Hubie is stroked to right down the line. This one's going to get in the corner and rattle around. Lescano fires it toward Sutherland. Sutherland pivots and throws toward Porter as they hold up Valentine at third base. But the Mets have 2 men in scoring position with nobody out for Rusty Staub, and here comes Grammas. He has seen enough of Eduardo Rodriguez for 1 day, so we'll give you Eduardo's numbers. He went 7+ innings. We don't know how many he's allowed. He's allowed 2 so far, unearned. These 2 are both his responsibility, Valentine at third and Brooks at second. He has allowed 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. He struck out 6. He walked 1, 2, 3, 4 men. And he didn't hit anybody. So, coming on now to face the left-handed Rusty Staub is Ray Sadecki. Ray Sadecki, you know him, you love him from a long major league career. This was his last season. He was a 39 appearance guy, 42 innings with a 386 earned run average. And we have a lefty-lefty matchup going right here. Sadecki and Staub, of course, were teammates on the 1973 Mets pennant winner ball club. So the Brewers are going to move the infield in. And the Mets have to decide if they're going to go to the bench and hit for Rusty. And they're not. They're going to let Rusty bat. Sadecki against Staub. The stretch, the infield is in. The pitch to Rusty is a ground ball to Sutherland. He looks right at Valentine at third base, who has no intention of breaking for the plate. And he turns and throws to Scott at first. So there's 1 down now, and it's John Stearns coming to the plate. Number of things are tempting here for bad baseball. We got first base open. We could walk him and go after Gardenhire. Or go after him. And if we do go after him, do we stay with Sadecki or bring in right-hander Danny Frisella? And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave first base open and bring on Danny Frisella. This is his last year in the majors, also due to a tragic, dune buggy accident that took his life in the winter. So Frisella is on. Now, Frisella was seen as kind of a revelation in 1976 by Brewers fans and brass. He pitched 32 games, 49 innings, 5-2 record with a 2.76 earned run average. Now, he's got 7 men he can face before stamina is an issue. Stearns is at the plate. The infield is still in. can do a lot of things here. Frisella the stretch and the delivery. Stearns is not bunting. It's a line drive to Lezcano, charging and making the catch. Valentine has to hold. There are 2 down, and now it's Gardenhire. Now, Ron Gardenhire in the 1982 season hit .240 with 3 homers and 17 RBIs. So the Mets are going to try and go for some insurance, or as they say in Central Illinois, insurance, and bring off the bench. Well, actually, they've got a couple candidates here. It's going to be Mike Jorgensen to pinch hit. There's no action in the Brewer bullpen, so there's no danger of Frisella being pulled in a lefty-lefty matchup coming, so Jorgensen will bat for Gardenhire here in the 8th, trying to deliver a couple of insurance runs. Jorgensen in 82 hit .254. Frisella the stretch, and the delivery to the aforementioned Mike Jorgensen is a 41. That is a comebacker, gloved by Frisella. He takes a couple steps and tosses it to Scott, and that will end the 8th inning for the Mets. And in bad baseball fashion, the Mets put 2 men in scoring position and fail to score either one of them. We go to the bottom of the 8th with your score: Mets 2, Brewers nothing. We have a new shortstop coming on. His name, Bob Baylor, who you may know from Toronto Blue Jays fame. He was on the expansion version of that ball club. Charlie Puleo has reached his stamina limit, and so he's going to be flipped to his B-side. So here comes the Border Song from Elton John. And the Mets will get their bullpen cooking here in case Mr. Puleo spits the bit in inning number 8. The bullpen will be active with, it'll be Neil Allen and Jesse Orozco. Lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way I like it, in George Bamberger's bullpen. Money, Yount, and Scott coming in the Brewer 8th inning. Money's 1 for 3. Pitch to him is popped up. Hubie Brooks on the infield dirt, calling and taking for out number 1. Now it's Yount. Robin is 1 for 3. Pitch from Puleo is a grounder to the aforementioned Hubie Brooks. He's going to glove this one and fire to Kingman for out number 2. Here comes Scott. On deck is Aaron. 0 for 3 for the Boomer. Puleo winds and delivers. Hit to right and deep. Valentine back to the track and no further. That will be out number 3. So Puleo's shutout continues. He's got a 4-hitter going. We go to the 9th with your score: Mets 2, Brewers nothing in bad baseball on Sunday Night Baseball. Don't forget Monday Night Baseball tomorrow night. I also have a book review coming tomorrow morning. All right, Mookie Wilson, Wally Backman, George Foster, the leadoff, the top 3 in the Mets order, coming in inning number 9. Frisella still on. The pitch to Mookie is grounded to Gary Sutherland. He's up with it and throws to George Scott for out number 1. Here's Wally Backman. 0 for 3 for Wally today. And that's ball 4. 1 out, 1 on for Foster now. Big George, a good double play candidate. If Frisella can get him to hit it on the ground. 1 for 4 for Foster. That's hit to center. In his tracks is Von Joshua for out number 2. And here comes Dave Kingman. 0 for 2. The pitch to Kong. Hit high, a mile in the air to right. Lascano is under it and taking for out number 3. So Frisella has an uneventful 9th inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Puleo is on to try and finish the shutout. And the Mets lead 2-0. Aaron, Porter, Lascano, 4, 5, 6 coming up in the Brewers' 9th. Allen and Orozco are ready in the Mets bullpen. Henry Aaron is 1 for 3. The pitch to him, grounded to Hubie Brooks. To his left, he gloves it, he plants, he throws to Kingman, and there's 1 gone. Darryl Porter 0 for 2. Puleo winds and deals. Hey, struck him out. Number 9 for Charlie Puleo, and that makes Sixto Lascano the last chance saloon for the Brewers in the bottom of the 9th. 2 gone. Puleo, a 4-hitter. He has walked none. He hit 1 batter, and that's it. Dominant performance. Lascano is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. He has the hat trick going. He's going for the golden sombrero. The pitch from Puleo. 33. Line drive, right field. Here comes Ellis Valentine, and there's your ball game. He makes the catch. And Charlie Puleo finishes a shutout on Bad Baseball. You don't see that every time we do this. Okay, you don't see that anytime we do this. So let's finish the numbers on Puleo. He goes 9. Oops, he gets the win. He goes 9 innings, no runs, none earned. 4 hits. He struck out 9. He walked none. He did hit a batter. He gets the win. The loss goes to Eduardo Rodriguez. Even though Rodriguez runs up here were both unearned. They did count. And the first one that was the difference maker was driven in on a ground out by Ellis Valentine. All right, thank you for joining me for both Sunday Night Baseball and Bad Baseball. Tomorrow, we have a book review in the morning, and we have Monday Night Baseball in the evening at 6 p.m. Central. Thank you for being with me. Have a wonderful day, everybody. So long, everybody.